I'm talking to Sal Valentino of the BEAU BRUMMELS, and you did a great set tonight, and I understand you also have a new record out, and I'd like to hear a bit about that.
Well, we just did it. Declan wrote 3 real nice songs with a guy named Jimmy Silva. Actually, 2 of them with Jimmy Silva, and 1 by himself. And we've been very fortunate to get some airplay here from a local station. And
I blew it. Can we start from the beginning?
Okay.
Okay. Just start over from where you were.
Okay.
This thing was acting funny.
All right.
We're in business.
You got it. And we're hoping, we haven't got anyone to move it for us. I mean, we're not with a record label at the moment. We don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we do have some new songs that we're real happy with, and we're excited about it.
Now, do you feel that your current music is in the general style of the BEAU BRUMMELS 60s hits?
Yeah, we've been trying to do that. We think so. I mean, it's just, it's the best that we've done, and we've been trying that since. Declan's been writing songs for a long time. But since I've been here, he and Jimmy have been trying to style stuff like Ron Elliott used to style them for me before, and make the most use of my voice that we can, And actually, it's basically, we're real close. I think we're real close if we're not there. We've got some good songs, which is the way we started last time, and we'll see, how it goes here.
Well, it's definitely real danceable. Have you been thinking about doing a video?
We'd love to do a video. Yeah, we've been thinking about it. There's some possibilities we might do on a small level. There's some people, some students have asked us about doing one of the songs that we've recorded as a video, but we don't know. I don't know much about that right now. That's all up in the air. But we'd love to do one, of course. We should do one, as a matter of fact.
Well, what are your plans at this point besides looking for a label?
Well, that's first on the agenda, because we really can't. Then we know what we're looking at, because we have a band like this. We know there's a market out there. We got to figure out how to get to it. And if we're not going to spend time making a record, then we got to think about if we want to go out and get to that market. And that is, to be a touring, say, 60s band and make further use of the BEAU BRUMMELS name. We'd like to get some records out. Is what we really would like to do, and also gain a little more momentum, get a little more exposure in this town. Which is sort of up until tonight really didn't know much about what was going on. Didn't know that I was here, or if we were back together, or who was in the band, or what was going on, or if, what we were actually doing. So the BRUMMELS name has always been around San Francisco, and we'll see how much effect it can have.
How did this gig feel tonight?
Felt real good. We've been thinking about I would have liked to have more time to get ready for it. We only had about a month's notice, and we were a little short of BEAU BRUMMELS songs. I felt, and there are a lot of songs that we haven't gotten to touch on yet. We're breaking a new bass player, so that made it a little difficult, and. I would have liked to have more time. I'm sure we all would have. But so we just set our heads to it, and we did pretty well. I was pleased with how it went. It always can be better, but it went pretty well.
Well, from the audience side, my point of view, it was a good, tight set. You got people dancing.
Yeah, well, that's good. That's what we used to do, and yeah. Well, we had a lot of friends out there, and that made it a lot of fun too. And it's nice to know that we still have a lot of friends here, because we really haven't done much here, and so maybe they'll come back again. We'll see.
Well, great. Welcome back, officially.
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you. Well, Declan, since we last spoke in Berkeley something like 2 years ago, the band's been pretty busy. I understand you have a record out?
Well, we have a demo tape that we made consisting of 3 songs, Watching in the Night, Duffy's song, and You Might As Well Be Free. And actually, it was Roberta Peterson that suggested, John Peterson's wife, who is head of A&R for Warner Brothers right now. She suggested that we go in, and she suggested 2 of the songs to get a good demo, because we didn't have a good demo. We had a lot of home garage tapes, but nothing, that sounded respectable. And these sound pretty good. They were produced by an English gentleman, Nigel Paul, who does all our sound when we play live. and he did a very good job. It's nice and clean, you know. Sounds good.
Have you had a lot of response from your reissue on Rhino?
No, I never even think about it. You know, it doesn't have any effect on us at all. It seems like every time they hear about the BEAU BRUMMELS name, that comes to the foreground, a new album is released with the old songs on it. You know, I mean, I guess that's business. You know, that's the way to do it.
So, what are your plans now?
Well, our plans are to try and get a recording contract. I hopefully. Because we all want to do a lot of our new material, and I think it would kind of rejuvenate the whole band. And if we could get a record, it would be marvelous if we had a hit record, because it would just rejuvenate all the old songs again, and and it would be nice to go out and do them. But it's kind of taxing when you have to go out and just do the old songs and be known for something that you had a hit that was a hit 20 years ago. You know, we're not on an oldie but goodie trip. You know, I don't want to be anyway. Personally, I don't think Sal does. And the three new members in the band, Terry Thorne, Jimmy Moyles, and Tony Del Favero, they're young guys, and it's not fair to impose upon them to play oldies but goodies when they could be, with some young band trying to do new music. So it's kind of a happy medium. We're trying to do new music.
Well, it seems like your new music definitely has that characteristic BEAU BRUMMELS sound to it.
That's nice. When Ron Elliott wrote for Sal, because Sal is the lead singer and the identifiable voice. And when I write, I think of Sal too. I try not to get too, write songs in keys that I think are too high for him, or, I just try and keep him not really rock out. If I really want to rock out, I'll do it myself, and that's it. But.
Well, I'm glad you're back on the scene, and I wish you a lot of luck and a speedy contract.
Thank you very much, and thank you for talking to us. Hey, Ron, how are you? There's another old BEAU Brummel. Look at him. Ron Meager. Come here. Say hello to the KUSF listeners. Come on.
Hello, Mulligan. How are you?
Fine, Ron. How are you?
Who's this gentleman here?
I'm Ray Michaels from KUSF. Now, what did you think of the band tonight?
I think they sound like the BEAU BRUMMELS of old.
That sounds wonderful.
That's nice.
Thanks very much.
Sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay, all right.
RDC WITR 89.7.
89.7. Hello, this is Declan Mulligan of the BEAU BRUMMELS. I'd like to say hello for KITR 89.7 Rochester. You have to do it again. WITR.
On the other side. East Coast.
All right, WITR. Hello, this is Declan Mulligan of the BEAU BRUMMELS. I'd like to say hello on behalf of the BEAU BRUMMELS for WITR 89.7 Rochester.
Great.
Will that do?
Thank you. So what happened here?
Well, very simple. I came out of my apartment about 2 weeks ago, and there were two young men from South America. One of them had one of those faces that, that you would... His car was stuck, and he says, "Please, do you have jumper cables?" And I said, "Yeah, I do have." But he had one of those pathetic faces like you saw the underprivileged children, and I would have pushed him to San Jose. I felt so sorry for him. So I opened up I have a Cougar, an old Cougar, and I pushed up the hood. But one of the springs on the side of the hood is off. And when I was putting on the cables, the hood came down on top of me. And I put my hand up real fast, and I jammed my finger. I could hear the crack as I jammed my finger, And I went up and I was watching golf, and I was sitting there, my hands folded, and all of a sudden I see this hand swelling and swelling and swelling, so I proceeded to put in a bucket of ice water. Well, it was like a hammock by 6 o'clock that night, and the guys, we had to play that night, and they said, "You're not going to play, you can't play with that." I just put the pick between my forefinger and thumb. I just placed it there, and I proceeded to play. And every time I brought my hand up and down on an up and down stroke, it was agony. I felt like I had about 14 pounds strapped to my hand, my right hand, and I got through the night though. I think the high point of the night was I attempted to play the Sultans of Swing, and I got through it. I couldn't believe it. So.
mark of a professional.
Yeah, you can tell.
Keep going. I don't have much time left.
Show must go on.
Yeah.
Show business.
That's it. WITR 89.7,
Yeah.
Rochester. See, I remember now. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's great.